Hey everybody, welcome back. You need help? Okay. Elijah's here with me. Today we are going to be talking about, as you can see from the title, and Elijah doesn't want to give up what's in his mouth. Today we are going to be talking about what I let my boys wear or play with, or how I let them express themselves, right? Now, I grew up very Greek, okay? Before I went anywhere, and I mean if I was allowed to go somewhere, which was usually church, like something at church, or a friend from church, I was allowed to go to two school friends' houses, and that's because my mom had their moms on speed dial, had been to their house, was in constant contact with them. But if I was allowed out of the house, my parents were in the living room, and I had to come out. I had to show them what I was wearing, show them what was under my jacket, because if I was wearing a sweatshirt or whatever, I had to raise my arms. Does my outfit show my stomach? I had to sit down. Are my shorts too short, or my skirt, or bend over, does my underwear come out of my jeans? Very what they wanted, And so for a long time, I wore basketball shorts and sweatshirts because I was well, I can't be cute. I can't wear what the other girls are wearing, And I'm not saying that my parents' parenting was right or wrong. That was their way of doing it. We have 4 boys, and I've had a lot of people make comments about certain things, Elijah has long hair. Me and my husband, oh my goodness, me and my husband can't quite agree on his hair. But ultimately, it's his hair, you know what I mean? It's Elijah's hair. So we're just letting it grow, and then we put it back if we're going out or something in a little man bun. But so far, Elijah loves it. He's always playing with it, and he likes when you rub it, pet it, playing with it, which I used to love that when I was little too. But I see, especially in mom groups, a lot of moms asking, oh, my son asked for this, or wants to wear this, or wants to do this. And I said, fuck no. You know what I mean? Who's with me? And I have to comment, I can't relate, because at the end of the day, we want to teach our children to be strong, independent, confident people. And how are you doing that? By forcing them to do or wear or whatever, something that you want. You know what I mean? I personally am not a real pink person. Occasionally, I'll wear a magenta lip if I'm wearing all black, which is usually if I go out, I'm wearing all black. So I like a fun pop of color. I've had magenta hair, but as far as clothes, I don't think I have any pink tops or pink sweatshirts. I have one sweatshirt that has a little pink flower on it, but just pink's not my thing. But our oldest loves the color pink. You buy him a pink sweatshirt or hat or shirt, and he's in heaven. He loves it. And I've had people well, he's a boy, aren't you scared that you're turning him gay? And I'm a color is not going to make somebody gay. Okay, I'm sorry. And if you think that, we have bigger issues here. I also have had people make comments because, for example, I let the boys pick out their own toys, and Elijah picked out Belle from Beauty and the Beast Barbie doll, a doll. And he loves that thing. He carries it around. Oh, you just bit me. He plays with it, and same thing, that's going to turn him gay. And it's what's crazy is, as a society, we expect men to be super macho and play with half naked dolls with bulges and 6-packs and all of that. But then when they become fathers, if they choose to become a father, you know, or husband or whatever, we expect them to all of a sudden turn into this gentle giant and be able to care for this tiny little baby. Like, if we want them to learn how to be masculine, if they want to be, and gentle and good dads, whether they physically have kids or whether they adopt or whatever route, or maybe they don't want kids, that's okay. They could be the uncle or whatever, you know what I mean? But most people are around kids. And if you expect them to all of a sudden magically be this gentle person and this careful person, but all their life you're teaching them they have to be like this rough, wrestling, tough, macho guy, like, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? That's why so many men are scared of newborns. Like, I've seen so many moms in my mom groups. Jojo, it's getting in your hair. I've seen so many moms in the mom groups, like, my husband won't touch the newborn. Like, he said when it's older, when he gets bigger. And I'm like, yeah, because people have been programmed that they need to be this big, rough and tough, no emotion, like, kind of person. You know what I mean? And it's like, I don't want that for my kids. I want them to know that emotions are okay. I want them to know that as long as it's age appropriate, okay? Nothing too crazy, but like, if Elijah wants a Barbie doll, he's gonna get a fucking Barbie doll. That's what he wants. He's picking it. You know what I mean? And people that have a problem with it can like fuck off, honestly, because I'm raising my children to be confident and happy, and it's their body. It's their choice. You know what I mean? So if my oldest wants to wear a pink sweatshirt, rock it. If my youngest wants to have a Barbie doll, rock it. You know what I mean? That's what they want. And I want them to know that they have a say and they have a choice. You know what I mean? About their body, about what goes on their body, about how they wear their hair, you know what I mean? Like, Camilo, he's 4.5, but he's mentioned, like, mommy, because I have 2 earrings on this side and I have 3 earrings on this side. And then his older cousin got his ears pierced. Elijah's gonna turn on the light. He got his ears pierced. And Milo was like, mommy, I like that. And I'm like, you turn on the light. And I was like, do you want your ears pierced? And he was like, yeah. So me and my husband were talking. If he wants his ears pierced, we'll take him. Because at the end of the day, like, it's his body. We might wait a little bit just because 4.5, right now he's very rough. He's not careful. But if that's something that he wants when he's a little bit calmer and, you know, won't like pull at them, then we will 100% back him. You know what I mean? Like, my husband and me have had many conversations about how he was raised, how I was raised, and how we were kind of forced into like a box. Like, this is how we do things. This is what you're going to wear. This is how you're going to act. These are how, like, either you're going to have no emotion or these are how you're going to handle your emotion. And like, me and him were raised very differently, but we, because like the fan, it's cold. We were raised like very differently, but at the same time, like, the message is the same. Like, this is how you're going to be because this is how I want you to be. And me and him, we may not always agree or love what our children are choosing to wear or to do, but it's our job to make sure that they're aware of everything. Jaja, stop it. You're getting it in your hair. They're aware of things. They're aware of what's out there and the options and consequences and, you know, just the outside world. Maybe not everyone thinks like you and how to handle that. But to teach them at the end of the day, it's your body, it's your choice, what you wear, your hair, you know, and how to teach them how to properly express themselves. You know what I mean? Like, don't think that you have to act a certain way. No. Act a certain way or wear a certain thing to fit in. Because at the end of the day, like, if you have to do that, then those aren't the people that you want to associate with in any way, you know? So I just had a lot of people comment on how we raise our boys and the things that we do. And like Milo's 4.5. Sometimes when I paint my nails, he wants a nail or 2 painted. Is that gonna kill him? No. He wants to have 1 gold, like right now I have gold. He wants 1 gold nail. Fucking go for it, rock it. You know what I mean? Like, people are so quick to judge and then they wonder why later on their kids are so miserable or their kids want to get away from them. because you forced yourself and you forced what you want on your children, and your children are totally different people. They're their own person. Even Elijah, when I let him pick out his own outfits, like when we go to the store and he needs new clothes, like I let him go and pick what he wants. Now, that's to an extent because let's say I know he needs sweats. Like, okay, you want to pick a few shirts? Okay, go for it. But then I'll pick the sweats that kind of go with it. Because realistically, he always goes for the shirts that are like printed, you know? And he has only 2. But I let him pick what he likes. You know, like this shirt he picked out. This shirt, like, called to him. It's a fire truck. He saw it at the store and he wanted it. You know what I mean? So guess what? He got it. And I'm not saying to buy your kids every single thing that they want and they see, but he needed clothes. We went to go buy clothes, and instead of saying, no, I'm gonna get you what I like, which personally I like very plain, one, like a red t-shirt, a black t-shirt, a blue t-shirt. I don't like prints and all of that, but he does. So guess what? Age appropriate, I let them pick. Just like when I take them to the store to pick toys, if they've been good or for an occasion or whatever it may be, why they're getting rewarded, I literally take them out of the cart and I let them pick whatever they want, you know? Now, if they picked a toy that was like $1,000, probably not. But like I'd redirect, like, hey, let's look at this section, you know? But if he wants the Barbie doll, he's gonna get the Barbie doll. You know what I mean? And he plays with it. And he plays with it with his other dolls and his other stuffed animals. And he'll build like robots and castles and stuff and then put the dolls inside, and like, it's all imaginative play. So how can we expect children to be well-rounded and know about other people and everything and how to be kind if we're teaching them that you're macho, men are angry and men are this and they're buff and they're that, and I'm sorry, that's not how we raise our kids. So, and a lot of people, like I said, have had things to say. You know, like, oh, why don't you cut his hair? Or why are you letting him wear that? Or why does he have that toy? You know, and it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, Jaja, let go. At the end of the day, it's nobody else's. No, look right here. Okay, look, you can talk. At the end of the day, like, there are kids, and we're raising them how we want them to be kind and happy and confident. And if you want to raise your kids differently, then I'm sorry. That's your choice. But, you know, a lot of people later on wonder why, like, my kid's having her problems, or my kids aren't kind, or my kids don't understand. And it's like, because that's how you program them to be. That's how you raise them to be. That's literally what you shove down their throat. You know what I mean? So it's like, we're raising our kids to be independent and to find themselves age appropriately. Like I said, if Milo came to me and said, Mom, I want tattoos, like, no, obviously not. You know what I mean? But if he comes to me and says, Mom, I want my hair long, okay, let's grow your hair out. Or Mom, I want a haircut, okay, let's cut your hair. You know what I mean? Age appropriately, you know? And many times I let Milo pick out his own clothes. And he rocks whatever he wants. You know what I mean? He picks what toys he wants. He picks what shows he wants to watch. You know what I mean? Like yesterday we watched the My Little Pony movie. Milo picked it. I never forced him, like, okay, we're gonna watch wrestling. Like, no. If he doesn't want to watch it, he doesn't want to watch it. And you know what? Milo is very much like a typical masculine child. Like, he loves ninjas, and he loves Transformers, and he loves, you know, what is it? The Power Rangers. You know what I mean? He's like what people would say is like a typical boy. He likes his hair short. You know, he used to have long hair. He didn't like it, so we cut it. You know what I mean? Like, he is saying he wants his ears pierced. We're going to give it a little bit more time just for the healing process and everything. Like, if he actually wants it. He's just a little still too rough. You know, he's not aware of when he's doing certain things. Please don't bite me. And so, but if he still wants it and he's asking for it, then absolutely we will do that with him. And we will be there to help him and to guide him and to teach him along the way. And like I said, like, everyone parents differently, and if you don't like the way I parent, I'm sorry. But my kids are gonna, as I said probably 20 times in this video, my children are gonna be happy and confident in who they are as people. And they don't need to fit in a box or to be a typical whatever just to please the world. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Thumbs up.
Bye.
Bye. And we'll see you later. Bye.